Welcome to Bug Busters Pest Pulse. Today's episode promises to be a truly enlightening journey into the world of wasp nest removal, a subject that, while seemingly straightforward, can be fraught with complexities and potential hazards. Imagine a sunny afternoon in your backyard. You're planning a family barbecue or perhaps just some quiet time in the garden. Suddenly you notice a swarm of buzzing insects. That's right, wasps have taken up residence, and suddenly your peaceful afternoon hangs in the balance. How do you handle this situation? This is exactly what we'll explore in today's episode, where we'll delve into the do's and don'ts of wasp nest removal. Wasp nests are not just a nuisance. They can pose significant risks to you and your family. Wasps are known for their aggressive nature, especially when they feel threatened. A misstep in handling a nest can lead not only to painful stings, but also to dangerous allergic reactions in some cases. In this episode, we aim to empower you with the knowledge needed to tackle these situations with confidence. We'll discuss why it's essential to address wasp nests on your property and how doing so can provide peace of mind, ensuring that your outdoor spaces remain a safe haven for relaxation and enjoyment. Throughout this episode, listeners will gain invaluable insights into understanding wasp behavior and the various types of nests they construct. You'll learn why it's critical to discern between different wasp species and the unique challenges each presents. We'll examine the risk factors associated with different nest sizes and locations, helping you assess whether a DIY approach is feasible or if professional intervention is warranted. Our aim is to equip you with the tools to make informed decisions that prioritize safety and efficiency. By the end of this episode, you'll be armed with practical strategies and expert advice on how to handle wasp nests safely. Whether you're a homeowner looking for DIY solutions or someone considering the benefits of professional pest control services, this episode has something for everyone. We'll guide you through the do's and don'ts of wasp nest removal, ensuring you have a clear understanding of when you can tackle the task yourself and when it's best to call in the experts. Did you know that wasps do not reuse old nests, but they might choose a nearby location if it offers excellent shelter and access to food? This intriguing fact underscores the importance of proper nest removal and site management to prevent future infestations. So stay tuned as we navigate through these critical topics, offering tips and strategies that could save you from a potentially dangerous encounter. Get ready to transform your understanding of wasp nest removal with Bug Busters Pest Pulse, where we make pest control knowledge accessible and actionable for everyone. Wasp behavior and the types of nests they build are fascinating subjects that not only intrigue entomologists, but also have practical implications for homeowners dealing with these insects on their properties. Understanding the differences between common wasp species is crucial, particularly when it comes to identifying nests. One of the most prevalent species is the paper wasp, known for its relatively docile nature compared to its more aggressive counterparts. Paper wasps tend to construct small, umbrella-shaped nests that are often found hanging from eaves or porch ceilings. These nests are intricately designed by the wasps using a papery substance they create by chewing wood fibers mixed with their saliva. Though they can sting, paper wasps generally only do so if they feel directly threatened, making them less aggressive than other species. On the other hand, yellow jackets are a species many people are familiar with due to their notorious aggressiveness. They often build large nests underground or inside wall cavities, and their territorial nature means they will vigorously defend their nests. Yellow jackets are more likely to sting without much provocation, especially if their nest is disturbed. Bald-faced hornets are another common species, which are technically a type of yellow jacket. These hornets typically build large, enclosed paper nests that are often found high up in trees or attached to the sides of buildings. Like yellow jackets, bald-faced hornets are highly aggressive and will defend their nests with a ferocity that makes them particularly dangerous to humans and pets. Understanding these differences is crucial for anyone attempting to manage wasp nests on their property. The way different wasp species construct their nests also varies significantly, which in turn influences the approach one must take when considering removal. Paper wasps, for example, build their nests in a manner that is relatively open and exposed. This means their nests are often easier to spot and, in some cases, can be managed with careful, do-it-yourself methods if the nest is small and accessible. However, their open structure also makes them more vulnerable to the elements, which is why they are often found in sheltered locations like under eaves. In contrast, yellow jackets often build their nests in hidden or protected locations, such as underground or inside wall voids. Their enclosed nests provide excellent protection from the elements and predators, but this also makes them more challenging to locate and treat without professional help. The structure of these nests allows the colony to grow quite large, especially if left unchecked, translating to a higher risk of encountering aggressive behavior from the wasps. Bald-faced hornets, with their high aerial nests, create structures that are both visually impressive and intimidating. These nests are usually spherical or football-shaped and are constructed from a similar papery material as that used by paper wasps. The significant height at which these nests are often found adds an additional layer of difficulty when it comes to removal, necessitating professional intervention. The level of aggression exhibited by each wasp species is closely tied to the nest construction and location. Generally, the more enclosed and protected the nest, the more aggressively the wasp will defend it. This aggressive behavior is a natural defense mechanism, as wasps perceive any potential threat to their nest as a direct threat to their survival. Therefore, understanding these nuances not only aids in removal, but also helps in appreciating the complex behaviors these insects exhibit. Understanding the risk level posed by a wasp nest on your property is crucial for assessing whether removal needs to be done by a professional. Several factors contribute to this risk assessment, with nest size and location being two of the most significant. The size of a wasp nest directly correlates with its population. A small nest, perhaps the size of a golf ball, might contain only a handful of wasps, making it less threatening. However, a larger nest, comparable to a basketball, can house hundreds of wasps, significantly increasing the potential danger. Larger populations are not only more intimidating, but also more likely to exhibit aggressive behavior if disturbed. The location of the nest further compounds the risk. An exposed nest hanging from a tree branch may be easier to manage than one hidden inside a wall void or underground. Ground nests are particularly perilous, as the vibrations from footsteps or machinery can provoke a swarm. Similarly, nests situated inside walls are difficult to access and treat without specialized equipment, increasing the likelihood of wasps entering living spaces if handled improperly. The proximity of the nest to high-traffic areas like doorways or play areas also elevates the risk, as accidental disturbances are more likely when the nest is located near these zones. Therefore, homeowners must carefully evaluate these factors to determine the appropriate course of action for dealing with a wasp nest, prioritizing safety above all else. Identifying whether a wasp nest is active or abandoned is another critical aspect of assessing risk. An active nest is characterized by frequent wasp activity, with insects visibly flying in and out of the nest or clustering around its entrance. This indicates a well-established colony that will defend its territory if threatened. Observing the nest during the peak hours of the day, when wasps are most active, can provide a clear indication of its status. In contrast, an abandoned nest will show little to no activity, suggesting that the colony has either relocated or perished. However, caution is advised, as wasps may be temporarily dormant or less active during cooler parts of the day, leading to a false assumption of abandonment. It is essential to observe the nest over multiple days to accurately assess its status. The significance of this identification cannot be overstated, as attempting to remove an active nest without proper precautions can lead to aggressive defensive behavior from the wasps, resulting in multiple stings and potential harm. Conversely, removing an abandoned nest is generally safer, although it is still advisable to proceed with caution to avoid any residual wasps that may remain. By accurately determining the activity level of a wasp nest, homeowners can make informed decisions about whether to attempt removal themselves or call in professional pest control services to handle the situation. When it comes to DIY wasp nest removal, not all situations are created equal. There are specific scenarios where taking matters into your own hands is feasible. One such instance is when dealing with small, accessible paper wasp nests. Paper wasps typically construct small, umbrella-shaped nests that hang from eaves, porch ceilings, or low tree branches. These nests are generally less aggressive than those of their wasp counterparts, making them a more manageable option for homeowners looking to tackle the problem themselves. If the nest is roughly the size of a tennis ball or smaller and is located in an open, easily reachable area, then this is a scenario where a DIY approach might be considered. Timing is also a crucial factor. Attempting to remove the nest early in the season when it is still in its nascent stage can make the task more straightforward, as the colony is relatively small and the wasps are less defensive. However, it is important to thoroughly assess the nest and surrounding environment before proceeding, ensuring that no obstacles or potential hazards could complicate the process. Safety is paramount when it comes to DIY wasp nest removal, and there are several essential tips to keep in mind to ensure the procedure goes smoothly. First and foremost, wearing the right protective clothing is crucial. This includes thick, long-sleeve shirts, pants, gloves, and even a hat or hood to cover your head. The goal is to minimize exposed skin as much as possible to reduce the risk of stings. Additionally, using eye protection, such as goggles, can prevent any accidental contact with wasps or insecticide. Timing the removal for the right time of day is another critical safety measure. Wasps are less active and more docile during the night, so tackling the nest after sunset or before sunrise can significantly lessen the chances of provoking the insects. Using a long-range wasp spray that can reach at least 15 feet is recommended, allowing you to maintain a safe distance from the nest as you apply the treatment. And it's also wise to have an escape route planned out in advance, ensuring that you can quickly retreat to safety if the wasps become agitated. Being prepared can make the difference between a successful DIY removal and a potentially dangerous confrontation with these stinging insects. In the realm of wasp nest management, there are certain situations where professional pest control is not just advisable, but necessary. One of the primary indicators that you should seek professional help is when you're dealing with particularly aggressive species, such as yellow jackets or bald-faced hornets. These insects are known for their territorial nature and will aggressively defend their nests if they feel threatened. Attempting to remove these nests without the proper equipment and expertise can result in multiple stings, which can be dangerous, especially for individuals with allergies. Furthermore, nests that are hidden away in wall voids or underground also necessitate the expertise of a professional. These locations are not only difficult to access, but can also pose additional risks. For instance, disturbing a ground nest could potentially result in a swarm emerging at once, which can be overwhelming and hazardous. Professionals have the training and tools to handle these situations safely, ensuring that the nests are removed without causing harm to the residents or further agitating the insects. Beyond handling aggressive species and hidden nests, there are numerous benefits to hiring professional pest control services for wasp nest removal. Firstly, professionals bring a level of expertise that ensures the job is done correctly. They possess an understanding of wasp behavior and the various techniques required to eliminate nests without provoking the insects. This knowledge significantly reduces the risk of getting stung, which is a common occurrence during DIY attempts. Additionally, professionals use specialized equipment and professional-grade insecticides that are typically more effective than over-the-counter solutions. These products not only ensure the complete eradication of the wasp colony, but also minimize the risk of recurrence. Furthermore, hiring a professional provides peace of mind. Knowing that an expert is handling the situation can alleviate the stress and anxiety that often accompanies the presence of a wasp nest on your property. Lastly, professional services often include follow-up inspections and preventative measures to ensure that wasps do not return to the same location in the future, providing long-term relief from this potentially dangerous nuisance. When it comes to the common mistakes people make in wasp nest removal, one of the most prevalent errors is attempting to treat nests during the day. Wasps are diurnal creatures, meaning they are most active during daylight hours. Approaching a nest when wasps are buzzing around in full force is akin to walking into a hornet's nest, quite literally. The risk of being attacked and stung increases exponentially during these hours as the wasps are more alert, defensive, and ready to protect their colony. Moreover, treating nests during the day means the majority of the wasps are out foraging, and the few that are at the nest are on high alert. This vigilance means they are more likely to perceive any approach as a threat and react aggressively. Furthermore, even if you manage to spray or disrupt the nest during the day, the returning wasp may become even more aggressive if they sense that their home has been disturbed. This can lead to a dangerous situation not only for the individual attempting to remove the nest, but also for anyone else nearby. Equally significant is the tendency to underestimate the risk of wasp stings. For many, the sting of a wasp is merely a painful inconvenience, but for others, it can pose a serious health risk. People with known allergies to insect stings can experience severe reactions such as anaphylaxis, which is a life-threatening condition requiring immediate medical attention. It's critical for individuals to recognize that even a single sting can cause severe reactions in allergic individuals, and the risk increases with multiple stings. Additionally, for those without known allergies, repeated stings from a swarm of wasps can still lead to significant discomfort and medical complications. Even individuals who have never experienced an allergic reaction to stings may develop one unexpectedly, as sensitivities can change over time. This unpredictability underscores the importance of treating wasp nests with the utmost caution and respect. It's also worth mentioning that wasps, unlike bees, can sting multiple times, and their aggressive nature means they are more than willing to do so if they feel threatened. This aggressive defense mechanism is particularly pronounced in species like yellow jackets and bald-faced hornets, which are known for their territorial behavior. People often underestimate the determination of these insects to protect their nests, leading to dangerous confrontations. Recognizing the potential severity of wasp stings and respecting the insect's natural behaviors can help people approach nest removal with the seriousness it deserves, reducing the risk of painful encounters and ensuring a safer environment for everyone involved. As we draw this episode of Bug Busters Pest Pulse to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the essential insights we've gathered about removing wasp nests from our properties. We began by exploring the different types of wasps and their nesting habits, emphasizing the importance of correctly identifying the species and understanding their behavior. This knowledge is foundational as it informs our approach to dealing with these potentially dangerous insects, whether it's the relatively docile paper wasps or the more aggressive yellow jackets and bald-faced hornets. Recognizing the type of wasp is crucial to planning your next steps. We delved into assessing the risk posed by wasp nests, considering factors such as the size and location of the nest. These elements are not just minor details, but critical indicators of how we should approach the situation. A small paper wasp nest in an accessible area might allow for a DIY removal, provided proper precautions are taken. However, larger nests or those in tricky locations, such as underground or within wall voids, signal a need for professional intervention. It's not just about the number of wasps, but also about the potential for stings and the threat they pose to your family and pets. For those considering a DIY approach, we offered a set of guidelines to ensure safety and effectiveness. Timing and preparation are everything. Attempting to remove a nest during the day when wasps are active is a common mistake that can lead to painful consequences. Instead, approaching the task at night, equipped with the right protective clothing and tools, can make a world of difference. We also touched on the importance of having an escape route, underscoring the unpredictability of wasp behavior and the need to plan for all scenarios. When the situation calls for it, we must not hesitate to call in the professionals. Pest control experts bring not only their knowledge and experience, but also specialized equipment and methods that ensure the nest is dealt with effectively. They offer peace of mind, especially in high-risk situations involving an aggressive wasp species or nests embedded deep within your home structure. Choosing to involve professionals can prevent accidents and ensure that the problem is resolved efficiently, protecting your household from unforeseen dangers. In wrapping up, it's essential to remember that wasp nest removal is not just about eliminating a nuisance, but safeguarding our homes and loved ones. By understanding the risk, properly assessing each situation, and choosing the right approach, whether DIY or professional, we can tackle this common pest problem with confidence and care. We hope this episode has provided you with valuable insights and practical strategies to manage wasp nests effectively. Thank you for joining us on Bug Busters Pest Pulse. Your engagement and interest are what keep us exploring these critical topics to help you maintain a pest-free living environment. Remember, as the saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and we'll catch you in our next insightful discussion. Thank you for listening, and take care.